No, no, God damn it!
Ascension. Ascension in the count of 5. Count of 4.
No, no.
3, 2, 1.
No.
Ascension. Ascension. 15,000 feet. Hallelujah.
So, as gaming technology continues to advance, we are starting to get better and better looking games. Graphics are starting to really become quite realistic and look pretty damn incredible. But I think as gamers now, something that's been bothering me is, do we have a tendency to care too much about graphics and not enough about gameplay? What's more important, this was first alerted to me when I did the Dark Souls 2 review for Pixel Enemy. I had people saying they genuinely would not even give this game a chance because they didn't think it looked pretty enough. And you wouldn't do that with any other type of consumerism. Let's take it out of context and put it into a different perspective. Let's say food, we'll go with food. It would be the equivalent of going, do you know what, I'm not going to eat that really nice, succulent brownie, which everyone is absolutely going crazy over because it doesn't look perfect enough, it looks a little bit rough around the edges. I'm going to take this perfectly presented, nicely shaped turd and eat that instead. You know, it's a similar thing, judging things on appearance. You know, I don't understand it. For me, a game should be all about the gameplay. Now, the reason I've got Bioshock Infinite for the gameplay for this video is this represents for me the perfect symbiosis of gameplay and graphics and storyline. You know, this is the best game that I played last year because the gameplay was awesome, the storyline was awesome, and the beautiful graphics just complemented that. But I didn't play it for the graphics, I played it to be immersed. Now, obviously, graphics can add to that. You know, a good-looking game can make the environment feel more realistic and make things just come to life. But I think we're losing our imaginations a little bit because we didn't have these sort of engines and ridiculous visual masterpieces years ago when we started gaming. I mean, if I think about some of the best games that I played, they were on PS1 and PS2, and they were equally immersive as the games we have now with all these advanced levels of graphical inputs. I think back to Silent Hill 2, the first Metal Gear Solid 3, Siphon Filter, so many great games, and at that point, graphics, okay, they look good for the time, but I can go back to those games and enjoy them just as much and be just as immersed. Now, I'm not saying graphics should be underappreciated. A good looking game should always be appreciated for the fact that it is good looking. It takes a lot of time and effort and a lot of concept art to get to that stage. I only learned that recently when I started buying art books for games. The amount of different trial and error and different sketches and different ideas that go into the concept art before something finally comes to light is really quite staggering. But what I'm saying is, you should never really refuse to play a game because you don't think it looks good enough. I mean, for me, Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, they look good. I think they look good. But there are games out there that look far superior. But I have a lot of fun on Dark Souls 2 because of the gameplay, the storyline, the fact that you get immersed. And the graphics don't do that. It's, in a way, a game can be like a good book. If the story is good enough, you can be fully drawn in and fully immersed into the concept without needing advanced visuals. You just got your imagination. So this is just something I wanted to talk about, and it's something I want to put to you guys and get opinions on, because games are going to start to look better and better. You know, the graphics are going to continue to become more and more advanced. But there is a danger there that we will start to care too much about how a game looks and not enough about how a game feels and how a game plays. So let me know what you think. What do you look for more in a game? Are you more interested in the storyline and the gameplay, or do you just want it to look nice? Or a bit of both? That's the way I go for it. If it's got a great storyline, great gameplay, that's the two main boxes ticked. If it looks good, even better. Now I'm just going to finish by saying I would like to do a Q&A at some point in the near future. So if there's anything you'd like to ask me, anything at all, leave your question in the comments section below, and also leave me some sort of indication of how you would like that video to be done, whether it be vlog style or over some gameplay. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like. You guys take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you all very soon.